Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Obasanjo trends on Twitter as Nigerians react to xenophobic attacks. Nigerians have begun to draw a comparison between the administration of former President Olusegun Obasanjo and current President Muhammadu Buhari. This is coming after the latest xenophobic attacks on Nigerians and some other foreigners living in South Africa. As earlier reported by Niger News on Monday, several shops and other properties belonging to Nigerians and some other foreigners in South Africa were burnt and destroyed by citizens of the country. The action has sparked massive reactions, particularly on social media, with many people condemning the actions of the attackers. The Nigerian government has also disclosed its decision to take decisive action against the constant attacks on its citizens residing in South Africa. So guys, that is just what is happening. It's like this xenophobic attack is a constant thing. I was telling somebody, it's like it's happening on every month, almost every month it happens. We just hear, not quite recently we talked about what the Nigerian students, Nigerian Union of Students, gave an ultimatum to South African companies in Nigeria. We don't even know how the whole thing went because they gave them ultimatum of how many days. But what happened within me, I know that it's just going to be one of those talk that will not be backed with action. And the issue is that what has our government been doing? Even when it happened last year, was it last year or 2 years ago, that we heard that our senators will be traveling to South Africa to go and deal with the issue. At the end of the day, well, we don't even know what came after that, and it's been happening consistently. It's been happening consistently. Just like in my own opinion, people will like, oh, because they have been staying there and Nigerians have been staying there, they have been, they've had all their lives there, they have all their whatever there. If it's not going to be convenient, why can't they come back to Nigeria? Unfortunately, once they think about coming to Nigeria, you are coming back to Nigeria, which in this country that we know what has been happening. Is that the place you want them to come back to? People are just being killed without any justice being given to anybody. So they would think about all of those things and say, instead of that, let them stay there. But as you are there, your properties are being destroyed. What you have worked for, in the whole of your life, everything will just go down that way. We don't even know why these guys are really behaving like this. And from history, we have learned that Nigeria played a very big role, for them to even get their own independence and see what they are paying Nigerians back with. Of course, they will say, oh, before you say people like, oh, even Nigerians, they don't comport themselves. Anywhere they go, they don't comport themselves. Does it mean every Nigerian it's like that? Is every Nigeria, that disobeys the law of the land? Is it every Nigeria that is a fraud? People were like, these guys, their anger is being channeled to the wrong place. They are saying Nigerians or other foreigners are taking their land, they're taking their businesses, they're taking their job, they're taking their wife, they're taking their girlfriends and all of that. And meanwhile, from what we have read, from what we have seen, even the whites in that place, they take most of the juicy position. They are occupying them. Most of the agricultural the land, they are in control. So where they need to channel their anger to, it's just kind of a misplaced priority or misplace of anger, channeling to your own brothers. Like I believe, if anybody goes against the law of the land, the appropriate people in charge, which are the security agency or the police, they will take over. If it goes beyond that, it will end in court. Why taking laws into your hands? Why the extrajudicial killing to your fellow black people? The only thing is that if only our government, because now they say they are going to take a decisive action, the ones that have been happening over many years now, what have they done about it? And that's why you see like people like, it's trending that if it were to be Obasanjo, maybe he would have acted swiftly, and you would have seen a concrete result at the end of the whole thing. The thing is just has been happening over and over and over. Nobody's doing anything. Before you know it now, Abike Dabiri will come and just she will make a statement, and that will end it. I remember when the uh, NAS, Nigeria Association of Nigerian Students Association, or I don't know what they call them, they were so hungry, they released statements that they were going to, give it back to the South African companies in Nigeria, because they are not disturbing them. Nigerians are not disturbing them. And most of the people we have seen on videos, we've seen online, they are saying in South Africa, they create job. One man was talking about, he has a 10 staff, that the only Nigerians they have in that company is himself and his wife, that the rest people are South Africans. They create job, and at the end of the day, they came to destroy the man's business. They are saying Nigerians they are bringing out a inferior goods, inferior whatever. Where did they come from? Is it not from the border? What's the work of the security agents? So this thing is really becoming unbecoming, and the only thing and the only people that can save our people over there, it is the government. We know what is even happening at home. We have not been able to help ourselves, let alone want to go and they will not say you want to go and shook your mouth, put for another person matter, for another person country. How do you do that? Because if your home is comfortable, of course you will not be running a task getter. Of course, everybody is free to live anywhere. Anybody can move anywhere, because they themselves they have people back in our country, and nobody is giving them headache. People will tell you that, okay, most of the companies in Nigerians are the ones being employed. They are the ones working in those companies. Of course, yes, it's the same thing over there too. From what we've gathered, a lot of Nigerians they created job. Of course, in any society, you must see bad people. Then what is supposed to be done is for the government or the police to take action and deal with people that are committing crime accordingly. Not that it will not be rubbed on everybody, or you just categorize everybody. You see people, you start hating them. So the whole thing is something else. It's really something else. The only people that can do this thing is only the government. If truly they are going to abide with what they said, saying that they are going to take decisive action. We have been hearing a lot of talks here and there, no action to back it up at all. And a lot of people are, just like they said, Obasanjo is trending on social media, on Twitter. That if it were to be Obasanjo, he would have done something meaningful and would have seen the results, because this thing it's happening. It's been happening, almost every month. Someone said, imagine Olusegun Obasanjo as the president at this time. South Africa for don't hear him. It would have been boss. But we have Ifulele as president. Not a fan of Obasanjo, but the 8 years he was president, Nigeria and Nigerians were respected by everyone to a certain level. OBJ pulled the plug on multi-million dollar at running on CNN, because Jeff Konage ran a story on militancy in Nigeria, in that Niger Delta, for CNN. I think he was sacked too. South Africans are messing up because our president can't fight for Nigerians in the diaspora. If only Olusegun Obasanjo was in power, he would have just pressed Control plus spoil on South Africans. MTN, ShopRite and DSTV will feel the anointing. Everybody is now missing everybody. Miss military regime, Miss Obasanjo. Wow. See what lifeless president has caused. The National Assembly. Those who packaged General Mohammed as courageous need to apologize to Nigerians. Buhari is a waste of time. I'm sorry to say, but even Obasanjo will do something at time to show he's in Nigeria. Hashtag South Africa. Saw the weak man in Abuja. I swear I miss Obasanjo. That man had balls of steel. By now, he would have tackled the issue. Someone say it beats me that our president hasn't uttered a statement with regards to the killings in South Africa. In fact, beyond uttering statements, one would have expected that punitive sanctions be taken against South Africa. I so miss Obasanjo in times like this. Wow, Obasanjo this, Obasanjo that. Obasanjo regime self no fit take this rubbish. If they start the xenophobic attack by night, na Nigeria army go wake them up the next morning. Then go first share shovel, give all of them mark, because before they begin their graves. Don't be surprised Buhari wouldn't say a word. I heard that the president said, Buhari said he's going to meet with the president of South Africa in October, but we are still in September, in October, and people are dying. He has said this, that his Baba goes slow. He takes his time to take decision. So that is just what we are experiencing. If he's going to do anything at all, of course, what even happened in Benue, it was even more than what we are even hearing in South Africa. A lot of people that were massacred in Benue attack. What happened? The same country, the president didn't go there until after 3 months, and he even went because people were talking, because people were pushing, people were saying, and he got there. He said he didn't even know that the IG is sent there. Didn't go. You can imagine, within the country, you gave another. No, the IG didn't go, and you never even cared to know. That's, it's really pathetic. So guys, that is what we are experiencing. People are missing Obasanjo at this point in time, that if it were to be Obasanjo, something would have been done and would have seen the result by now. So I would like to hear your own take on all of this. Please put down your comments in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.